Looking back at the preliminary task to now, I think that I have improved on 4 parts. The first part would be the storyboard. Storyboard meaning most of the time allocation, but on the storyboard we managed to get lots of minute details down, which in the preliminary task we didn't. We sort of just went there and had a bit of an idea of what we were going to do. We had a storyboard for half of it and then just sort of made up the rest. Whereas at this point, in the real task, we had it all down to minute little details, as in where we would be when, because we weren't filming all the clips in order, instead we were filming them in like place order rather than time order, which made our time a lot more efficient. And as we had to refilm some things, some scenes had to be reshot. We had to make sure that we were going at the same sort of time of day to keep the continuity, of the film. The second part, and this is probably the main part, would be the editing. We had to learn a lot of new skills for the editing. In our preliminary task, we just learned how to put 2 clips together and make them flow slightly by just fading them out and then fading them back in. In this, we learned lots more transitions, and we also learned about filters and how to create our own filters so that we would be able to make our flashbacks look more authentic and in the past. We also learned about sound effects and how to add sound effects, but so that they sound like realistic. So make them not too loud, and like dub them into the background. So we started playing them further back, but really quietly, and then made them fade out for things like a siren. The next thing would be the costumes. We on the first task we just sort of wore suits, whereas on this time we really thought about what the criminal and what the agents would look like and what they'd have to be wearing to really fit in. And then the fourth and the final one would be the camera movement, and this was also another big one for us because I took the role with Brian to be in control of all the filming, and so we really had to think in the storyboard of what camera angles we wanted and how we could portray what we wanted. So some of the angles we took were quite difficult to do, such as the dolly. We had to set up a dolly in the woods, and putting a train track down is quite hard. Just to put the dolly on, and but it really paid off because we were able to get that shot of being in with the fight that we wanted. And the other camera angle which was really hard was when they were in the chase, and our actor Jarrett turns around and hits one of the agents onto the floor, but it was a point of view, so we had to have the camera fall down as if it was a person, but obviously we didn't want to break the camera, and that was a really hard scene to film, and it took us a long time to try and get that right, but eventually we got it down. They're all our main points of how I've improved from the preliminary task to this task.